welcome back to Normski TV. Just want to talk about a number of rumours concerning Arsenal. First of all, Alexander Lacazette. There's talk and we're hearing rumours that he's in advanced talks with Atlético Madrid. I don't know where the source is. I haven't read it or seen it. I'm just hearing from other sort of channels that Alexander Lacazette is in advanced talks with Atlético Madrid. He's got 2 years left on his contract, you know, he's not had the best of seasons this year. You know, with injuries and just lack of form. You know, a lot of the times he's had to come off from the bench, and during those period of times he's, you know, carried and looked sulky, you know, and initially, you know, when he first came to Arsenal, actually that wasn't probably his first, you know, preferred destination. There was talk of him going to Atlético Madrid, but during that period of time, Atletico had a transfer ban, so Arsenal came in, you know, and slapped 50 million on him, or whatever the price was, for 50 plus million, and we managed to lock him down. And you know, to be honest, his debut was brilliant. He started really well for Arsenal. He was our main talisman, you know, and you know, I think last season he got Player of the Year. So was really pleased about that. Last season he got Player of the Year, but for some reason this season he has just not pulled up any trees. And as I said, they're saying that there's a possibility that he's in advanced talks with Atletico Madrid. And would I sanction him going? I mean, I don't own the club, but would I be happy for him to go? Based on this season, and if I had a choice between him and Aubameyang, it would be Lacazette would be the one that I would definitely sell to keep. If we could keep Aubameyang, that's what I would do. And you know, he's got friends at Atletico Madrid, and you know, it's somewhere where he's wanted to play, but you know, it just didn't happen for him. Now, if that is the case, I think we should look at this, you know, if this is the case, I think we should look at this particular negotiation and be very astute about it and cute about it as well, because, you know, we are linked with Thomas Partey, who is a fantastic player. Got some, you know, Atletico got some great players, but Thomas Partey for me would be the one. If we could get him, that would be absolutely fantastic. The man is, you know, a man mountain. You know, he's fantastic in midfield. You know, box to box. You know, he play that attacking role and will play that defensive role. You know, he's just brilliant. And you know, he has a buyout clause of 43 million. And maybe if, you know, Arsenal are gonna let Lacazette go, then why not? Or why not us try and, you know, get Thomas Partey as, you know, part of the deal? You know, we have to show some sort of bargaining power here. We must have some sort of bargaining power here. You know, it could be a swap deal with some cash involved. I don't know, but I would definitely 100% take. You know, I'll definitely 100% take Thomas Partey in a swap. Definitely in a swap deal. You know, he would make our team much stronger. You know, Lacazette has done what he can for the club, but you know, it's time that we started buying in the right areas and making sure that we shore up those areas. So for me, you know, I would definitely want to see that swap happen. Let me know, put it in the comments. Do you think that if we should get rid of Lacazette and bring in Thomas Partey as part of the deal? And I absolutely think that is essential. Talking of Thomas Partey, you know, we are said that we're in what I call a deep discussion with his representatives, and David Ornstein was talking and speaking to the Arsenal Supporters Club and sort of kind of bringing some updates concerning Thomas Partey. And Arteta, he's definitely an admirer of Thomas Partey, and if we, as I said, can get this deal done, it will be absolutely great. I know at the moment what's making it the deal possibly difficult with this COVID situation. It is difficult in terms of going ahead and making these transfer deals, because at the moment money is not flowing as it should. You can see a lot of the leagues have cancelled, or some of the leagues, should I say, have cancelled, and no football has taken place now for the last 2 or 3 months. And whether that's going to happen, where the Premier League is going to end up starting again and playing games behind closed doors, who knows? But I would definitely say that finances have definitely been it across all clubs and across all leagues. So this would probably be one of the factors determining whether Arsenal can go for this player. I hope we can do it. We've talked about cash injections from Stan Kroenke. We've talked about players that have deferred their wages, or taken a pay cut. The Iraqi have taken a pay cut. All this money, we've got this hopefully we'll have this accumulation of money. I know Arsenal are going to be doing probably a lot of what I call possibly loan deals or swap deals. I don't know whether we're going to have the money to go out and buy a big top player with that sort of money that's we've got, that's banding around. It's difficult at this moment in time. It's absolutely difficult at this moment in time. So we are said to be in talks with him, and it seems as if both parties seem to just want to keep this possibly under the covers, and don't really want to highlight it too much. And I'm hoping that is the case. I really am hoping that is the case. And as I said earlier on, if Lacazette is going to go to Atletico, then we need to start talking about some bargaining, where we can do this swap deal and hopefully make the deal happen. So come on, Arsenal, let's try and get Thomas Partey in this summer. Right. Other news coming in. William Saliba heard now that he's free to train with Arsenal. Obviously, he's still in France, so he hasn't been able to travel back yet until the travel restrictions and everything's lifted. But he's been given the green light to train with Arsenal. Only thing is that the Premier League won't allow him to play in what is left of the Premier League season, the 29-20 season. So that's good news that he can come and train with the team, get to know the players, and hopefully he can settle in and get that what we call training under his belt, fitness levels under his belt, that kind of, we'll call it pre-season if you want to, under his belt. So I'm hoping that can definitely happen. So William Saliba looks like he's going to be allowed to come back and train with Arsenal, because as you know, the French league has been cancelled, and they've given the league to PSG. Any more news? There's some other news coming out about Upamecano. There's apparently, Man United and Arsenal have been given like a major boost in possibly trying to sign him come the summer, because again, because of the COVID situation, a lot of teams, Leipzig, they haven't got the money. They're not a big club, so they need the money, and maybe with Upamecano only having a year left on his contract, they can't afford to, let him go on a free. So there's a chance that they may have to sell some of their prize assets to, fund the club. And if that's the case, and if they're gonna have to sell him, there's a chance that Arsenal or Man United could be looking at, coming in there and striking some sort of deal with the club. Let's hope that it's Arsenal. Right, Man United may be the bigger club, but in terms of development, I think he would do definitely well under Arteta. So hopefully there was something in that, and that if that is the case, that Arsenal really should look at it. I know it means that we're going to have to offload a lot of players, but this whole COVID situation is really making transfer deals really difficult. And as I said, it could only be that we might be able to only get players on loan deals or swap deals. I don't know how it's going to work, but there's going to be a lot of clubs, especially the smaller clubs that have got talented players that are going to need the money, and they would probably need to sell their players. And so it makes it more of a buyer's market, and so therefore we can determine the price without teams holding the bigger teams to ransom in terms of their prices. So I'm hoping again that we can go in for Upamecano and see what happens there. But other than that, oh yes, there is one more. I talked about it again. Willian has come out. He's been talking to some small YouTube channel. He's talking about that if he leaves Chelsea, he wants to leave on good terms. And I think they asked him, if he was to go to a rival club, and they said about him wanting to, he wants to stay in London. His family enjoys it. Would it be an issue if he went to Arsenal or Tottenham? And he basically said, I don't mind which club, because at the end of the day, I like London, and if I've got to choose, then I have to leave, but I'm gonna want to leave on good terms. So Willian could possibly coming to Arsenal or Tottenham. Personally speaking, he's 31. He is a right midfielder. As I said, we've got Pepe in that position. The sort of money that he's asking for, 2-3 year deal now. I know he's worked under Jose Mourinho, so the chances are it's probably better if he just ends up going to Tottenham. And personally speaking, I'd rather him if he goes to Tottenham, and we sort of put our eggs in another basket rather than going for Willian and spending all that kind of wages on a 31-year-old. Other than that, there's nothing really more to talk about. Aubameyang, we just hope that he will sign the contract. Again, rumours coming out that the likelihood is that he's going to leave at the end of the season. Tony Adams have come out and said that he's quite concerned that we could lose him at the end of the season. And Arsenal back in the day when we was winning stuff, we was buying in all the players and we was getting in all the players, and now we've become a selling club and just don't get it whatsoever. So I'm hoping that Arsenal can sort out a deal with Aubameyang, try and give him the money that he wants, and let's just stop all this speculation, because it's not nice. It's not nice for the fans. Possibly, because he's not coming out and saying anything, it's really difficult to say unless we hear from the horse's mouth, but the speculation is just rife, and as long as he's not saying anything, then the speculation will go on. But I'm hoping and praying that that won't be the case, and that he will be with Arsenal for a very long time. He's our talisman, he's our captain, he's the second top goal scorer in the Premier League, and we need a player like Aubameyang, because I feel that if he stays, we will attract, decent players. So let's hope again that, Arsenal get this deal done. Listen, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next time.